work in the store. I'm like, do you know who Dolomite is?
Dolomite.
And they're like, what? I'm like, seriously, you don't? Okay, all right.
We might have to keep this in the show. So those of
I
you
could
just
tell it.
joining us,
Yeah.
this is How Wrong Can It Be? I'm Shane Matthews, and as always, joined by Galen Unold from the remote traffic center. Welcome to the show, Galen. As
Thank
always.
you. Again. I told you, I'm frustrated.
Well, that's gonna be a
Frustrated.
great show then.
Well, okay. I'm just gonna do it. I know we've got to talk about what we got wrong, but
Yeah,
this
we
is
do.
what I got wrong because usually our porch sessions are all about the poor decisions that we made, and where they
Yeah,
led us to our life lessons. Um, so
I love this wind up.
it's my own damn fault. That's the thing that bothers me. Okay. So my wife blew up the microwave. Our appliances are pretty old. Like a microwave is not a big deal, right? It would have been a great, how hard can it be? I'm going to share this story on here because it's kind of hilarious. It includes your favorite person. Um, so I'm like, all right, and I tell my wife, I'm like, hey, I'm getting off work. They don't close till 7. You know, I don't pay retail. So we went to a scratch and dent place.
You went to weird.
I don't do, anyway.
Oh, I'm well aware
Okay.
that you don't do retail. Yeah.
So
This is not news.
that's correct.
This is not news for the
But I'm
show.
not cheap. You wouldn't say I'm cheap.
Okay.
Thank you. So,
It depends. It depends.
so
On
yeah.
pool rails, yeah, they're a
Yeah,
little
I'm
cheap.
very cheap. That's correct. All right. So I call my wife. I'm like, look, I'm on my way home. I'm going to come pick you up. We're going to go look at microwave. She goes, I really don't feel that great. I'm tired. I have a headache. Just go get one without me. You've been
Oh, that was a
married.
mistake. That's mistake number one.
What? The proper answer is to do what in that situation?
Uh, Not go.
Not go without her.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
If she's not
So that's
feeling
what I
well, you're
said.
gonna have to
That's what I said.
reschedule.
I said, look, if you want this today, then we're going. But
Yeah,
I'm not going without you.
yeah,
I said, and
yeah,
if
for
we
sure.
don't go today because of my schedule, you may not have a microwave for a week, 5 or 6 days. Now, I don't know when's the last time you went 3 days without a microwave. It's rough.
It's rough.
It's far
Yeah,
rougher than you think.
it is. It's been a while. When we remodeled our kitchen, we went a while without a microwave
It's
because
not good.
no, because we had no cabinets, we had no nothing. So the old appliances were gone. I can't remember how long it was, but however long it was too long.
Okay. So we go to the store.
And at
She
the time,
find
we had five
five
boys at the
boys.
house. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it wasn't just two of us.
So this story just keeps giving. So we go to the store,
Yeah,
and they now make microwaves with air fryers, and I'm like, I don't know what that is. Is that a good thing?
no,
So
probably not.
so we go there and we're talking to the guy who's Chinese. There's a language barrier. I'm now we have decided this is the microwave we want. Now we're in my element, right? I'm negotiating. I'm like, now we can. This
Wait,
this to me is
were you
fun.
talking to the actual appliance direct guy?
Yeah, well, I don't know who he is. He's a salesperson there. I think he owns the place.
Yeah, so maybe it's your dryer. So for those of you who are not from the area we're from, that was their slogan for
Yeah,
quite a while.
that's correct. It's not that one, but it's very similar. Anyway,
Okay,
so
okay.
so we're in there, and my wife, she knows me pretty well, realizes I this is going to be the greatest 15 minutes of my day, if not my week or month, right?
Uh
And
huh.
we're haggling. I'm like, okay, what does that include? All right, are you going to deliver all this? So my wife wanders into another section. It starts looking at other appliances. She starts looking at stoves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking up and I'm like, hey baby, where are you? She goes, oh, I'm over here at the stoves. My Chinese guy kind of lights up. He goes, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get this. I'm going to go get the best one of this model we have because it's scratch and dent, right? Pulls one out, box is a mess. I don't care.
Best.
It's in perfect condition.
Yeah.
He brings it up, and I said, okay, all right, well, let's go. And my wife's like, we get to the register, and she goes, I hate my stove. I'm like, oh. I'm like, all right, well, what are we talking about here? You know?
Now your stove is gas, right?
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
I thought you guys
I
had gas
thought
still.
it's not gas.
You do
So
have gas and piped in,
dry,
so
washer and dryer is gas, but so
okay.
we're over there, and she picks one. Again, now I got two. I'm resetting the negotiations,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's the proper play,
Yeah,
right? You reset negotiation. I got I'm bundling.
Yeah, yeah. There's got to be some kind of bulk discount.
Correct.
That's how Sam's Club stays in business.
While I'm negotiating, where does my wife go?
Oh no.
Refrigerators.
I bet she does. I bet she goes right over to the refrigerators.
So she goes over to the refrigerator, and
if she's shopping with you, why wouldn't she?
Well, my refrigerator has been a shit show for a while. It's a Samsung. Do not buy it. It's shit. I just want to be very clear.
Hey, just so you know, all appliances are shit. They all last about 4 years, and then it's time to get new ones. It's not the old days where you could buy a refrigerator and your children would have it.
It was nuclear bomb proof.
Yeah.
So
yeah, literally.
All right.
Yeah.
So we're looking at these refrigerators,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy looks at me. At this point, you'll respect this. He says, "You like cocktails?" Yeah. He goes, "This one makes cocktail ice."
Okay.
I'm like,
yeah.
okay, how much? So
Does it
yeah,
even
so
matter?
I bought, no, at that point, I bought refrigerator, microwave, stove. Okay?
Which one? So did you get a?
It's an
hold on.
LG.
I was gonna say LG. I know LG.
It doesn't make the big ball ice cubes, which, as a bourbon man, I respect.
Yeah.
It makes the bigger ones, but they're clear. They look good. They're for a mixed drink. Fantastic.
Looking nice. Okay.
They look good. My other one, the water thing didn't work anymore, and I got a quote to fix it. It was $400.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. So, did you get all LG appliances, or do you have a
They
mismatch?
all match. They all match.
Okay.
God, have you met my wife? All right. So, do you want to hear the install story of the microwave, or would you
Of
like
course.
to go?
No. This is going to be better than anything that we had planned for today.
Okay.
This probably could be episode 5.
Okay. Fine. So,
No.
I look. I have done microwaves, done it many times. I had prepped. I had watched the appropriate YouTube videos to become an expert.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Sure.
what we do.
That's what we do.
I take the old one out, no problem. Done. Before I take the old one out, I do have to share this bit. It was a good. I put a comforter down on the old stove because I don't want to damage the stove.
Yeah, of course.
So one of the things we all hated about our current oven is if you touched it, it instantly turned the burner on. So you know where it's going. So I'm pulling it down, and I knew the motor in the microwave burned, right? Obviously, because it was smoking. It was bad. And I pulled it out, and I tell my wife, I'm like, can you smell that? Wow, we really ruined the motor. At this point, I go outside because I'm carrying the microwave outside.
Yep.
And outside are our neighbors, Bama and Jeff and Sue and that whole group. And I'm start talking. I go back in, and I'm like, whoa, I can't believe how bad that smell is. My wife comes in and she goes, is the burner on? I'm like, what burner? Yeah. So the comforter we have was on fire at this point, almost. And it's that polyester, comforter.
Yeah.
And so almost burned down the house. Did that stop me? No. I'm like, well, I'd get another microwave in. I get the rail up. It's basically to put in a microwave. There's 4 screws. Right?
Yeah.
You put the backer board.
But they're placed in a way to make it impossible for everything.
So, correct. So I get the backer board on, no problem. We're cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hitting studs, feeling
Right.
really good about myself. That backer board's in there solid. I look in
Right.
the top countertop. By my calculations, this is the fifth microwave to go in there
Yeah.
based on all the holes. I'm like,
Right.
oh, well, I'll find two that fit. These are pretty. No, they're not. No, they're not. So Jeff, our good neighbor, comes
Yeah.
over and helps me because my wife was like, I'm not picking that up. It's not that heavy. Put it in there, and he's like, Galen, these holes don't allow. And I'm like, shit. I thought I could get away without using that stupid paper template that you have to cut the size.
You
You
always
you
have to use
love the
it.
template though.
I do.
You
I'm a
would be
template guy.
you would be out there cutting it to the exact line needed. So
I have a template for this show, as a matter of fact. That's
how'd that
not a
work?
lie.
How'd that work?
It's programmed in. It works perfect every time now.
So anyway, I have to cut another hole, and then I get one in, and then the other one is not even close. And I'm like, Jeff, I don't want to waste your time. So he leaves. Sue comes back over.
What's he got to do? Stand around in his front yard?
They have a dog.
What's he doing?
Their dog is some effort. So um, Sue Ann comes back over. And
Okay.
she's like, what? And she's making all by the way, they're all fantastic. She's singing songs about, you know, fire and burning down the house. And they're
Yeah.
fantastic. At the time, I'm like, this is embarrassing because my wife is carrying out this comforter that's burning. The neighbors now, there's like 8 or 9 of them out there. So come
I'm
back
sure you
in.
don't, but do you have a fire extinguisher in the house?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Have you met me?
Okay.
Um,
I have, which is why I didn't think you had one.
so I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to bed until this is done. I just can't. So I get it up and I get one of the bolts in. And
Right.
I'm like, God dang, this other bolt just isn't lining up. And I'm like, well, I can't drill from the top of the cabinet into the microwave,
Sure you can.
or I'm going to end up buying a new microwave.
Eh,
And Sue Ann made this incredibly brilliant point. She's like, why don't you just put a piece of metal in there and drill where you need to be? Okay, bang, done. Had that thing in 5 minutes after that. Microwave installed. I'm not a hero because I almost burned down the house. The house stinks for 4 days. We're all done. We go to bed, and my wife's like, okay, I can't wait for the appliances to come. Great. 2 days later, the appliances are installed. She's ecstatic, right? Other stuff's hauled out. And she knows when I'm vulnerable. She goes, our countertops are just terrible. So now I'm in countertop hell.
yeah.
I don't know if you've
Kitchen
ever bought
remodels are the
countertops.
best.
Have you
I
ever
have.
bought a? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know
It's
when
awful.
you go in, and we've talked about this many times. I think every man should be allowed like a mentor for anything to do with the house, like a subject matter expert of every single thing in the house that can guide you through the process, right? Free of
Okay.
charge, right? This is just, man, once you reach a certain level, you're like, look, I've done this, son. I'm going to hold your hand through it. These
Yeah.
are the pitfalls that you need to avoid. Okay?
Galen, at your age, you should be that man.
I've never bought a countertop. I am for a lot of things. I like to think I can pick some really good bourbon. I can change pool rails. I can install the hell out of a garage door opener. I can install an incinerator faster than anybody. I could change a tire. Like
That's pretty
my
good list.
personal best is 12 minutes from blowout to new tire on.
That's not bad. I thought you were
no.
talking about incinerator. 12 minutes for incinerator.
Oh,
That's
it's not hard.
impressive.
It's not hard at all. Getting the old ones off is usually the toughest part.
It's not hard if you do it your way, where you leave all the old parts in place and you just use all the same. When I do it, I replace everything. So
Why?
it's much
You
harder.
replace the hanger?
Everything.
Oh, you're an idiot.
Correct.
Oh my God. Well, it's got to be recaulked while I'm down here. That's going to take 4 days.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it right.
No.
I know. I know.
So
You're Captain Shortcut.
wife starts looking at photos online, and I kept asking, this is a fair question. How much is it going to cost?
Yeah, that's a fair question.
Don't worry about it. What's involved? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna handle it. No, I, I have to handle these things. So we go to this place on Saturday. This last Saturday, we ended up going to like 4 different locations.
Okay.
3 of them wouldn't even talk to us because they're like, we only deal with contractors. I'm like, well, I just want a new countertop. You seem to have a lot of stone out there. Nope.
Not for you. We don't.
Go to the fourth one. English may be their third language. Fine. I
And
don't mind that.
you've got the raised bar too. So are you doing
Oh,
both?
yeah. So one of the things we found out you could do is cut that raised bar out and make a bigger countertop, make
Yeah,
it a
we
more
did that on our
modern
house.
look. Yes,
Now
correct.
yours is going to be tough with the corner. Maybe not with the corner with the
They,
wall.
they, I don't know. They're going to figure that all out. That part's
Okay. Oh,
handled.
so you actually have a contractor?
No, we're still looking. So
Okay.
we go to the contractor, and they're starting to
I
walk.
I could tell you a guy not to use.
Who? Maybe you
The,
should just tell us.
yeah, the people that remodeled our kitchen. Yeah, don't. That's not. No, don't do that.
All right. Well, give him my name. Give me the name because I'm looking.
You're not going to find him.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So we get the
There's.
quote. Good.
I was going to say there's no way you're going to stumble upon them.
Okay.
So you're safe.
So I get the quote, and the lady seems very knowledgeable, and my wife is looking at this, and I'm like, this looks really boring. It looks awfully plain to me. It looks man-made. It's quartzite. I'm like, okay, if this is what you want. And then the more she talks, the more I realize it's really about finding the right piece of slab or rock or whatever it is. So we end up going to another place, and we end up looking at 3 different places. Now, this is where it gets funny.
I didn't
My
even know there were
wife,
3 places, 4 countertops in
there's like
Ocala.
there's like 9.
Really?
Um,
Okay.
so
All
we
right.
go. My wife goes from this fake quartzite thing that's
I'm familiar with
almost
that. Yeah.
all white
Yep.
to now this natural
Oh, I
stone.
bet you like that part.
Well, it's better to have a feather than a dot. Let's just be all right.
Okay.
So we now she finds this one. It's called Aqua Fusion. It's apparently brilliant. I haven't seen it in person. We get a quote. Okay,
Yeah.
it is double the price of her number 2 option. Not like 100% higher, not
Yeah.
50, 100% higher.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so this to you is worth double what this is. I'm like, at the end of the day, it's a countertop. And so, yeah, we were just fighting over that before we came on. So I'm pretty sure she's going to win. Um, but
I'm pretty sure she's gonna win too. And just finding out about this now, yeah, I'm pretty sure you've already lost. So
well, yeah, well, I'd have been in your back porch if you weren't here going, I don't know what the fuck to do with this. But yeah,
hey, that's why we have this show.
yeah. So that's why I was deep sighing before I came on, get my mind right to go and then do what I did wrong the last show. But that's what I did wrong here. And so the root cause of all of this was the microwave decision. And I now realize it was basically Sophie's choice. I don't bring her. I buy her a microwave that she hates,
Yeah.
which would have led to a microwave she hated, and she would have gone and got 2 new appliances anyway. To a
Maybe.
counter to a you know
Definitely. When you brought home a non-Samsung microwave and to
25
go,
now we're 25 30 grand into this thing. It's going to be unbelievable.
yeah,
So
that's
that's where I'm at. Also, you know what bugs me? Um, you know when you get a quote and they just make really general statements and you're like, well, what does that include? Because if I'm going to compare 2 quotes,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. No, I do. That irritates me as well. Yeah,
Does this, and then you ask them, right?
Yep.
Because I have two quotes, and one says it includes a sink. The other doesn't reference a sink. And when I call and I say, "Do you include a sink?" They're like, "Yeah, we can do that." Well, then
That's not
put
what I
the
asked.
fucking quote.
That's those are two different questions.
Is a sink, if you're doing an under countertop sink, that's kind of important,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, and then I'm like, well, does it include a kitchen faucet? I don't know. What do you? Who does?
Yeah. Find the guy that does
Call me
and
back.
call me back.
I, it's
Uh huh.
so frustrating.
Uh huh.
It's frustrating. This is why you need, that veteran who's neutral, right? He should kind of be on my side because he's my mentor, but to walk you through it and say, look, son, these are the questions you need to ask. This is what you need to avoid. Don't go to, like, there are certain stores you should never take your wife, right? For things. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're looking for a purse? Try not to go to a Louis Vuitton. There should be, look, you're looking for a countertop, don't go here.
Right.
That's
This
that's
this
all I need.
yeah. This is the equivalent of the Ferrari of countertops.
Correct.
You want to go over here to the Hyundai of countertop
That's
lot.
correct.
That's
That's
what you
correct.
want. They're gonna have all the same colors.
100,000
Maybe
mile warranty.
just don't look underneath. It's gonna be fine.
Aren't you happy though that I didn't turn down white? Within it, by the way, it
I'm
had
trying to
stripes.
imagine what that's gonna look like.
It had stripes.
It has like racing stripes,
Like these
red and
lines in
black
the
stripes,
granite. Yeah,
red and black.
yeah. So
Only
anyway,
red and black.
that's right. So anyway, that's where I'm at.
That's fantastic.
I figured you'd enjoy that story. Um,
Yeah.
I
No,
feel
that's.
better for telling it. We'll see how it ends.
I can't wait. I can't wait till not next episode, but the one after that to find out
We can
more
just put a
about this tale.
photo. We can just put a photo at the end of this one and go bang. Here it is.
Yeah, that's well. Yeah, we might have time for
By
that.
the time you edit, 2.5
Yeah,
hours.
by the time I edit, absolutely. We probably have time for you to see what it's like in your next house.
So how have you been, Shane? Everything good?
Yeah, man. Overall, fine, sure. Yeah, I mean, this is. I don't know if you can see that. I got.
The
I got
sun won again.
Yeah, the sun is now 4, Shane 0. So, so that's good, I guess.
So you walked outside from your car to the department store because you couldn't park up in front in the ginger spot.
Yeah, they that I'm gonna start a petition that there should be ginger spots close to the door. You got one handicap with the blue thing, and you got a ginger spot with a red square with a pink person in the middle of it. Yeah.
And on overcast days, it can be for anybody. But on
And
high sun days,
and there should
ginger
be
only.
ginger only, and there should be to where all the shady spots are. There should be a covered walkway that goes out to those as well. Like we don't have to park by the building. We just have to have our own path to get inside, so we don't die.
So you really want the darker colored, the people with melanin to park in their own different parking lot. You want to segregate people by the color of their skin.
That's not what I said. I just said that I want a premium walkway.
Yeah, separate but equal.
But equal. That's again not what I said. All you regulars, all you normies can have all the rest of the parking spaces. I just want one for the fair public. What happened? You're blurry now. What'd you do?
Oh, I don't
Did
know.
you kick?
No, I don't. I didn't do anything. It's you.
Well, it's definitely not me. Can you see you? Do you look like a blur?
No, I don't know.
I just saw your hand. It's like autofocusing.
Oh, maybe that's it. Yeah.
It's autofocusing like 3 feet in front of you.
All right. Sorry. By the way, that's what I want this podcast called, Separate but Equal.
Separate but equal? All right, I better write that down.
By the way, that's fantastic. You're welcome.
I'm writing that down. Because I do try to come up with funny names for our episodes.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we want to talk about what we got wrong?
Yeah, so let's go into it. So
It wasn't
I'm
a
gonna
lot. I mean, for us.
I mean, no, really, there's not. I did a deep dive and got some additional details, but not a lot really wrong. I
Okay.
had a couple things. You had a couple things that we were blatantly wrong about, but nothing, nothing really earth shattering. I mean, especially for us. Now, I have mine listed in order. I don't know how you did yours.
Yeah, I mean, I
Since
always
it
try
was
to.
my topic, do you want to go first?
Sure, we could do that. Beta versus VHS. We did a lot of that.
Yep, we did.
Um, we covered most of it. I guess the point I was making, um, I think we covered a lot of it. Betamax were shorter than VHS, which was a major impact. And
Yep.
I think in the podcast I mentioned that the porn
The-
industry was a big part of it, but it was actually the length,
Yep.
and that was a big
Ha
part of it. Yeah,
Big porn. That's a
you're
big thing.
welcome.
That's an important
You're
thing for
welcome.
porn as well.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So yeah. So to point out, oh, there you go. That's better.
Yeah,
So I don't know what you did. But to point out, just to make sure that you understand that you were wrong. You said that beta had longer times and
I
it was
did.
shorter.
I again, I think I was wrong. There's no other way to
Yeah.
do it.
Initially, they were 60-minute tapes, and then they came out with 90-minute tapes a couple of years in, and then but VHS was 120 minutes from the start.
Right.
What I was wrong about, I said that Warner Brothers was the one oh no, that's later. VHS was
It was really JVC that
JVC. Yep,
opened the licensing that allowed more manufacturers.
yep. That is what I have as well, and that's the reason that it kind of killed Sony because they had a closed license. They wanted
Right.
all that market share for themselves.
That's
So
correct.
VHS lasted till 2016, which it was really declined way before that. But Betamax only lasted until 2002, which
Hmm.
I was a little
Hmm.
surprised that it lasted that long.
Well, you got to.
Um,
I think it was again. It was a higher quality recording. So
it was a higher quality recording for
I
sure.
think it lived in the commercial, because
Yeah,
the TV station I was working at in 1990, ooh, yeah, 98 when I was working at TV 20, we were using Betamax.
right,
1998. So
right.
that kind of tracks. We were
And the
going
other,
between High 8 and Betamax.
gotcha. That makes sense. The other major contributing factor was cost. VHS when they first came out, they were somewhere between 1,000 to 1,400, and which would be the equivalent to $4,000 in today's prices, versus
Jeez,
Beta, which was $2,000, which would have been the equivalent to like 8 grand today. So
unbelievable.
pretty significant difference in terms of cost. Like
Oh yeah.
if you can you imagine going out and buying a Blu-ray player for $8,000?
Well, there's what electric one, you know it's not going to last. And back then I think we were still under the guise that things were going to last.
Well, they did
Right?
back then. They did last. Yeah,
Mm,
I mean,
not in the maybe not really by
no,
then. Not by like
maybe
the
not.
mid 90s. Remember we talked about the plasma TV that
Yeah,
would burn out.
yeah. Right.
Um,
Yep.
but yeah, you probably thought I'm never going to have to buy another one of these again.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's
What
probably true.
electronic device would you pay that much for right now? Four
Eight
thousand
thousand
dollars.
dollars?
Four
Four
thousand
thousand
dollars.
dollars?
You wouldn't even buy a TV that's $4,000.
No, there's no way. No way. For me, the only thing I would buy that's that expensive would be an electronic drum kit, and I say
Or
that because I just bought one that was about that expensive. So I can definitely say for sure I would spend $4,000 on an electronic drum kit.
and a mixer for this podcast that gets 5 listeners.
That hey, but it sounds good to those five.
That's it. That's it. The next one I have is there was a tape recorder that I used for interviewing that was it's called a Marantz. I couldn't
Oh, I've
remember
heard
it
of
on
a
the show.
Marantz.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard of a Marantz. I
it was
don't know what it is, but I remember whoever I was talking to about it said that was like the Cadillac of
correct,
recorders.
and they still make them. They still make them. They were the best.
Huh.
They were the absolute
Interesting.
best.
Yeah,
What do
that's
you have
interesting.
next?
This was just again. I have a lot of facts in here, not really
I
necessarily things
love
we
your
got wrong.
facts.
So I talked about the SD and micro SD music players. Those were around from 2005 to 2008, so not long at all. And
You were
then
shocked that I had I didn't know anything about them. Like, all right.
they tried again from 2008 to 2012 with a thing called slot music, which was essentially the exact same thing. And those found its way into found their way into some cell phones. I don't know if you remember.
No.
Can't remember who pushed it, but this was still in flip phone days. That there was I had a phone that had a slot music player in the side, so you could pop in a new album or whatever. And then of
Sound
course,
quality had to be so bad through your phone back then.
well, I mean, listening to the speakers, sure, but I mean, back then phones still
Oh,
had,
so you're plugging it into your.
yeah, you plug it
Yeah,
into your headphones.
got
And
it.
then iPods came out in 2001, and they're still aroundish now. So
I had for facts. I had plasma TV coming out in 1997.
I got that too with the 42-inch Fujitsu TV.
Yes. Yes. Where
And
where
then
did you do picture in picture?
hold on, we're still on that. So LCD,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Go
that
ahead.
was actually introduced in 1992 by Sharp, but 2007 was actually the turning point when they were able to actually scale it up and bring the pricing down. So 2007 was the turning point for LCD to overtook tube TVs and plasma in 2007.
Okay. Okay.
One thing backing up that I said just as a dumb comment that I watched Aliens on Laserdisc and it had 2 minutes of extra footage. It was actually 17 minutes of extra footage. So
Oh,
for those of
oh.
you like nitpicking on the Laserdisc, I got you back, and it was
Are
17
are the
minutes.
people who love like the Alien trilogy, are they worse than Star Wars fans? Because there's more Star Wars fans, but those nerds who love aliens just geek out over it.
Uh,
They're
I
far
think that's
worse, right?
I think that's fair to say. Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Although there is a lot more content coming out now. I mean, it's not going to catch up to Star Wars by any stretch, but they've
Oh,
got
let's
that
hope not.
they've got that Alien Earth show. I don't know if you
The
watched any of
new,
that, but
did
it's
you watch the
pretty good.
latest Alien movie? It was not good. It
Um,
was not. I'm like, what is this? They
I
were
don't
trying.
know.
It was
I
like
did
a
watch the latest Predator, Badlands.
not
I
bad at
enjoyed it.
all. Not
I
bad.
enjoyed it.
A good
Uh,
watch. A good
yeah,
solid watch.
yeah, absolutely. Not changing anything. It's. I just enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I thought the
No.
acting was really good as far as what's her name, whatever. I think she did a great job in that. Um, all right, backing up. One more thing. This will make you happy. One thing that I said wrong.
Oh, there were
Going
a
into
couple of
H
things you said wrong, but go ahead.
for sure. HD DVD. I
Yes.
said Warner Brothers was the main force behind that. It was not. It was Toshiba, and very similar to Betamax, Toshiba had closed licensing, um, and then Blu-ray, which was the opponent of that, Sony had, and they opened the license, so they had Panasonic, Samsung, LG, and they each had three studio support. So HD DVD had Warner Brothers, Paramount, and Universal, and Blu-ray had Sony, Disney, and Fox. And the other thing that was big was the storage capacity. So HD DVD only had 30 gig capacity, and Blu-ray had 50. They both used blue light technology. I think I said something about it being red. If the laser was red, the laser was not red. It was actually blue because red laser was actually the DVD technology. So, yeah, I was definitely wrong about all of that stuff except who won.
Let me ask you a question: is Apple the only closed source system that's really won? Maybe the Edison light bulb for the first 15 years, but
Um,
I don't think Apple. I think Apple's the only one you can look at and go, "Yep."
yeah, I was
Everything
actually thinking
else,
about that. You're right. I was actually thinking about that when I was looking at thinking about these two things, open source and closed source, because like Android is open. There's
right?
everybody's got them, and Apple is that's their thing. They're the only
It,
ones doing it, and
so, do you
it's
remember?
interesting.
Go ahead.
No, you first.
No,
I
I was
probably
just
don't
going to
remember.
say video games. I think is a perfect, perfect illustration of this because Sega. Remember when it closed system, and
Yeah.
Atari went open system, and then
Yep.
everything after that went open system, and so all of these uh, other gaming could go in and build it, like EA Sports could
Right.
build one for each platform now,
Right. Right.
except for
Yeah. I mean,
Sega.
that's kind of something about Blu-ray too. Um, it was also they launched it with the PS3, so PS3
Yeah,
came with a Blu-ray
yeah,
player, and
that's
that was
correct.
huge for turning the
Oh,
tide. And that's
absolutely.
actually part of that is what. So Warner Brothers switched sides halfway through the battle and went over to Blu-ray. So yeah, no, I think that's a super good point. So wh- going off on a tangent, what do you think it is about Apple that has made that successful when we've just looked at two technology examples in history where closed source lost to open licensing and Apple having this, this
Two
other
things.
licensing one.
Two things. Having I was a Google that Android user for a long time. Last
Uh-huh.
one of my family to switch. Apple, the design, the feel of their phone in the early days, the iPhone itself, iconic. They're they're behind in almost every single category now, from like the Samsung phone, right? All of the other phones that are out there, except for design. The
Who's behind?
iPhone.
iPhone is behind in
Yeah,
technology.
yeah, like your camera is better. Um,
Yeah.
your app store is three times as much, but
The
the design is better. And I
the
will even
design is better and the integration is better.
absolutely. Well,
And
that's because they
so
had to,
I
and
mean, yeah,
it's more
I guess.
secure. It's more secure because it is a closed platform.
Right.
Um,
Right.
and in that, but back when they had like iMessaging was so far ahead of anything else that anybody else had.
Right.
Um, iPhone Music was is light years ahead for a long time. Um, so yeah, it's a features based, but yeah, and now I think it's once you're on something at this point, it's very difficult to switch over.
Yeah, I would say that I would agree
You're
with that.
pot
I
committed. Like at our age, don't give me an Android. I can't relearn that. And that is
well,
one good thing about an iPhone. I can upgrade the iPhone without having to relearn everything.
yeah, yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I had an iPhone for work a few years ago, and having to go between the two, for me, it just put a spotlight on what I didn't like about
Sure,
Apple
sure,
and what I didn't like about that platform. Just it seemed
sure.
like everything was backwards to me. Like copying and pasting was something that was just more difficult. But having said that, I had an iPad and a Samsung, not a Samsung, an Asus tablet.
Yeah,
iPad infinitely better
no
than
doubt,
than the
no doubt.
Asus. In
That's
fact,
because it's a
I
it's a
still
mini
have the
computer.
iPad and
Yeah.
it works, and the Asus barely even starts. So
Well, it was a third of the price too.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, yeah, about that for
Yeah.
sure.
All
All
right.
right, you want to go to PIP,
I do
picture
want
in
to go to
picture?
picture in picture, originally released by Philips. In 1983, it became more widespread. Um, that was
Okay,
a big
you're
one, but go ahead.
maybe released in the United States, but picture in picture was actually invented in 1976, and Sharp had the first TV in 1978 that had picture in picture,
There you
but
go.
not in the United States. And I was completely wrong about Curtis Mathis. I couldn't find any credible source that even said that Curtis Mathis had PNP. I swear they did, but
I
maybe they didn't.
I don't know. I
But
I
maybe they
don't
did.
know. Who the hell
But
can remember?
but maybe they did. Maybe they
I thought
didn't.
I always thought Curtis Mathis was the people who sold them. I didn't know it was an actual TV.
No, it was an actual brand. It was Curtis Mathis'
I had no
brand.
idea.
They stopped making TVs in 1992, and then their stores basically closed in 1997.
Uh,
I don't know
uh,
what their motto was, and this might have had some effect on why they closed. You want to know what their motto used to be?
I'd love to hear this.
The most expensive TV in America.
No, it didn't.
That I swear, you can fact check my fact check. That is, according to Google, that is true.
Wow.
No, yeah. So
All right. They're going for a niche market.
they're going for something big,
Uh,
big money,
love
low
it.
quality.
Yeah, correct. Next one, Pong released in 1972.
Yep, I got that as well.
Um,
1972.
name of
One
the
thing
go
that
ahead.
go ahead. No, I was going to say one thing that you said is Pong came out and then Atari came out and killed it. Pong was actually an Atari product,
Correct.
so
Correct.
technically, did it kill itself? I don't think so.
It
I think they just
replaced it.
made it replaced itself, but they also had Pong as a cartridge, so they just
Well,
iPhoned it.
and if I
The
remember
original
right,
2.0.
they changed the name of the company
I
between
don't
that.
think that's true.
All right, I just made it up, so I was
Yeah.
helpful. Still
We're
wrong.
not having a third episode to fact check your lies.
All right, name of the game that had the external characters that you placed on the device
Yes,
and
I didn't look
part
that
of
up
the
because I
game.
didn't care.
It's called Skylanders.
Skylanders.
I
Yes,
texted my son and he said Skylanders. Like, he doesn't text me at all. He doesn't really like me
was it
most of the
like
time. Like,
instant
what I said
before?
is, what was the name of that game where we searched all over town for the characters? Skylanders.
Probably before you even hit send,
Yeah.
came back with
And then
Skylanders.
I'm like, all right, well, let's just see. So I went on eBay because
Oh God,
eBay has
it's
everything. You can
yeah.
buy every single character. It's a complete set. And it's
Wait,
like
don't tell me. A
every
complete
character.
set
First
of
of all, I
every
don't think.
character.
How many characters do you think there were? Don't hold
Uh,
me to this because I can't remember and I didn't write it down.
yeah, we're not going to fact check this. This is speculation hour. I'm going to say there were probably less than 100. I'm going to say somewhere between 50 and 100. That includes all the Disney ones that kind of came out in that weird, one-off game situation. I'm going to say 75.
It's over 200.
Oh, I didn't think. No, it's not. I don't.
Yeah,
That
it
can't be
is.
right.
Oh, it is.
And so you're getting a full set of over 200 characters.
Yeah.
Does this come with the little octagon thing? Is this just the
Yes.
characters? Is
All
this
everything.
with the game system, characters, the
Everything.
little everything? Oh man, it's got to be $3,000.
No, it was only like 499.
What?
Yeah.
That's a bargain. I hope you
Well,
bought
and
it.
no, they have apparently they had different sets of them, so you could buy different battle sets. I don't know. Anyway, because you
I,
could load them on and then load them on and then load them on. Anyway,
who cares?
Skylanders.
Skylanders. Somebody out there is going to be happy that we figured that out.
All right, the next
Um,
one you got wrong and I got right. I was very happy about this. It's
Go
Prodigy.
ahead.
It's Net Zero. Prodigy
What about?
released in 1990.
Yep,
Net
got that.
Zero released in 1998. And
Yep.
my point is Prodigy
It,
came out first. And you're like, no, it was the same time.
yeah, you're right. You were correct. I was also interested to say that actually Prodigy was out before AOL, which I don't
Yeah,
remember at
yeah.
all. I kind of do because I do remember old computers used to come with Prodigy
Yep.
pre-installed.
You'd get one in the
Um,
mail every other month.
yeah, because AOL was 91, so yeah, I did have that on my list of things that I was
I
wondering
had
about
I
as well.
had Prodigy for years. Never had AOL.
I never had AOL. Never had an AOL account at all. I went from, I think I don't know what I would have. Maybe I had Prodigy in the beginning. I must have had something between 95 and 98, or maybe I didn't get email until 98. I don't know, 99, because I know I didn't pay for internet because I was not gonna do that. It's just like you, to your point, internet should be free. I feel the same way. So yeah. I wasn't paying for it. Another thing I got wrong. This will make you happy. I said something talking about phone screens. I said several things wrong in this whole section. I said that TFT was the first screens. TFT is just kind of generic term for the whole technology.
Yeah, I didn't care
So
about any of that. I
I
was
was
like,
definitely
okay,
wrong. But I was kind of right about the original ones were called resistive screens. That is where the
oh,
pressure
got it.
point
Got it.
versus I said the second one being capacitive. I said that they used heat. They don't use heat. They use an electrical charge, and which is also why that when you get wet, it doesn't work right because it can't figure all that out.
Okay.
So I was completely wrong about how that technology worked, and also somehow right at the same time. I'm not sure how I did that,
Beautiful.
but either way, worked out fine for me. LED versus halogen. You made a bold statement of saying that halogen is better, and Google said no to that.
I don't know if
No,
at the
you
time
said
it was. At the time it was.
at the time that no one had LED. Yes, I would agree with you
I
that
think that's what I was
when
referring to.
when LED headlights didn't exist, halogen were better. I agree
Oh, we're
100%
talking
with that.
headlights.
Yeah,
That's right.
this was talking about we were talking about headlights
That's right.
in cars. We transitioned from regular light bulbs into halogen and
Into
LED.
LEDs.
Yeah, so LEDs are wider, longer, and whiter, which no one has ever said. And then they're 80% use 80% less power, and they have a longer lifespan
Again, we're
than
going to go
halogen.
back to the separate but equal title.
So, yeah. LED is better in just about every way. No, every way. They're better in every single way. No, just about at all.
No, I agree. Sure.
All right. Lastly, you were both right and wrong at the same time. So good job on that. Edison was technically the most prolific as far as longevity. Edison had 71 years of inventing. He had 1,093 patents.
Well, his company did. He just got credit for all of them.
Well, I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
However that works.
Oh yeah,
However that
because
works.
everybody who worked for him, he owned their patents.
Kind of like GE.
Correct.
That's
That's
GE
exactly
patents
right.
a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shanpei Yamazaki has been around, been inventing for 54 years and still counting, still going. He has 6,673 patents. So
None of them matter.
technically, he has more, but Edison's been going longer. So you were right about time, but this other guy isn't dead yet, and 54 years, and what is that, 6 times?
And we've never heard of him. Who had a bigger impact?
I couldn't tell you. I guess Edison because of the light bulb. So
Well, and the photograph and a million other things that he did. All right, you're going to love this one. So you
doubt
said the
it.
tauntaun. I had no idea what a tauntaun was.
okay,
I Googled it. I still don't know what a tauntaun is.
a tauntaun is the cow, camel, kangaroo things they rode in Empire Strikes Back in the Frozen on
Right.
Hoth.
You probably have a figurine of one.
Not anymore. I used to.
Yeah, so we did pretty good that episode.
And even if we didn't, who cares?
That's right.
There's 3 people listening,
That's exactly right.
and 2 of them are right here.
I
That's
listened to it.
that's actually not true. We have 3 subscribers.
Woo! You
Yeah,
know all
we're-
3?
Yeah, 2 of them are my kids, and 1 is my best friend.
I can't wait till we go on the road with this show. We're selling out live venues.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. We could sell out any one of our cars. There's
Yep,
2 of us.
it would be standing room only in my wife's.
It would be, yeah. So, yeah.
All right.
All right, yeah, not too bad. So, I guess, yeah, this one was way longer than I thought it was going to be, but mostly because of the 30-minute
story
tangent.
time.
Yeah,
This can-
30-minute
this can
story
work
time
as-
with Galen.
This can work as both episodes if you want.
No,
This will
no,
just
no,
be
no.
1-5. All right.
No, definitely not that. So, yeah, so thanks everybody for listening for How Wrong Can It Be? I am Shane Matthews. That is Galen Unold, and we
Play
will
the
see you
bitters,
next
Shane.
next
Play the
episode.
bitters.
Bitters are coming. All right, we'll see you next time.